I want to talk about this mouthpiece. It's just a regular Berg Larsen with a small beak there. The size is 105, that's the tip size, so it's around about 7 star. The facing is M, and the brightness gradient is determined by the little number 1 there. Berg Larsen measure their brightnesses from 0 being bright, 3 being dark, so 1, that's going to be more on the bright side of the spectrum. If you have a look inside there, you can see the bullet chamber that Berg Larsens are pretty famous for, and it has a little bit of a baffle at the front there, like a little crescent-shaped baffle. And without actually playing this, I would describe this as a brighter, large-chambered mouthpiece, which is very much my cup of tea. I had to get the tea in there somehow. Now the reason I'm doing this video is because I've had so many Berg Larsens through my hands, my dirty grubby paws, and I've never actually put any time or invested any effort into playing them. I know that sounds pretty ridiculous after many years of playing. I've had so many through my hands and I've literally just play tested and moved on. So I thought, why not put a little bit of time and put this in a video just to log what it is and how it feels and how it plays, and maybe I find something in it that I really like, or maybe I find that I don't like them at all. But the fact of the matter that I cannot overlook is that I've never actually invested any time into a Berg Larsen. So here's my opportunity. And it's not going to be a comparison or a shootout between this Gardella or this Berg Larsen. I don't think that's fair, because this is my main mouthpiece. I'm used to it. I've got the tonal characteristics that I want from this. I want to do this independently and just show what this can sound like. It might sound similar. You might think, hey Ian, you sound exactly the same as you do on your Gardella. Well, who knows? Let's find out. So let's give this a crack, and I'll speak to you lot after the noodling around. It's still on my tenor saxophone because I've literally just finished doing them recordings, and I've had a few minutes just to listen back to how it sounded, and I have to say I'm pleasantly surprised because when I was playing this, I'll be totally honest, I was thinking, it's okay, but it felt very different to how I was envisaging the sound. The recording sounds nice. It does sound like me, but something slightly different. And that slight difference is probably what I was feeling when I was playing it. It felt like it had more of a resistance and a very thick mid-range. And that's not really the thing that I go for in my sound. I'm not saying it's bad. It's just different for what I'm used to. I'm sure you understand what I mean. Maybe I'm describing it wrong, but it just felt heavily weighted in that mid-range. Now, I know Berg Larsens in general are kind of more on the brighter side of the spectrum. Even the darker ones still sound pretty bright. But I think I've just shown that you can get a warmth and a thickness in the sound of even the brighter models like this number 1. And I still felt comfortable enough to sculpt a sound which was more palatable for myself. It wasn't exactly the sound I was hearing in my head or wanted to hear, but I was still able to get a sound which I thought, yeah, that's okay. And it's quite a flexible mouthpiece on the tonal range. It did have the warmth, and it also had a little bit of buzz when you want to push it. Yeah, it's quite a nice mouthpiece. So I'm now a little bit more curious about these Berg Larsens, even though I've had so many of them through my pause. I'm thinking, this could be interesting to try on alto, because I think that might be the sweet spot for me personally, is trying a Berg Larsen on alto. So, watch this space. Maybe something like that crops up on my channel. So that wraps up my mini happy rant about this Berg Larsen mouthpiece. And I'm very glad that I did it because it's opened up my mind a little bit more on these mouthpieces. I think I'm going to have to go and get an alto version because I'm now curious about that. So thanks for coming this far, checking out the Berg Larsen video, and check out my channel in general. There's loads of stuff on it, loads of microphones, gear, you name it. I'm a saxophone geek, I can't help it. It's a curse, but it's a happy curse. Anyway, catch you lot in the next video.